These are the materials we're going to be using to make the crochet clutch bag. To start, make a slip knot and then chain 32. Once you have that chain of 32, go ahead and skip the first 2 chains, and then into the 3rd chain, we're going to be making 2 double crochets. Into the next 28 chains, we're going to be making 1 double crochet. For the last chain, we're going to be working 3 double crochets into that. Turn your work slightly and skipping the loop that has those 3 double crochet. Into the next loop, we're going to be working 1 double crochet there, and we're going to be working 1 double crochet all the way down. Also work over the yarn tail while you're doing this. At the end of the round, you should have 62 stitches. Moving on to the next round, we're going to be slip stitching into that first double crochet and then chain 2. Into the first double crochet that we slip stitched in, we're going to be working 3 double crochets. Next, we're going to be counting out 30 stitches and then mark the 30th stitch. Into the next 30 stitches, we're going to be making 1 double crochet. After making the 30 double crochets into the next stitch, we're going to be working 3 double crochets into one stitch. Now go ahead and make 1 double crochet into the next 30 stitches. At the end of the round, you should have 66 stitches. The next 2 rounds are going to be a repeated pattern, so slip stitch into the first double crochet and then chain 2. All we're going to be doing is working 1 double crochet into each stitch for a total of 66. Now for this round, we're going to be working some back post double crochets, so slip stitch and chain 2 to start. To work the back post double crochet, we're going to yarn over and then bring the hook behind and then in between the chain 2 and the first double crochet. Once the hook is at the front, bring it in between the first double crochet and the second double crochet so it's at the back now, and yarn over and bring through a loop. Pull through the loop from between the first and second double crochet through the first double crochet and the chain 2. And once you've done so, you should now have 3 loops on your hook, and then just make a double crochet like normal. Keep working the back post double crochet all around. At the end of the round, go ahead and slip stitch into that first double crochet, chain 2, and work 1 double crochet into each stitch all around. So we're not working any back post double crochet, just normal double crochets. We're going to end the round with a slip stitch and a chain 2, and we're going to be repeating the pattern of switching between a double crochet, a normal double crochet, and a back post double crochet. So after completing that round of normal double crochet, for the next round it's going to be a back post double crochet, and just keep switching between the two. Counting from the first round of back post double crochet, I've made a total of 16 rounds counting from there. You should end on a normal double crochet round. For the next part of the bag, we're going to be slip stitching into the next 3 stitches. Into the 4th stitch, slip stitch into that and then chain 3. Next, we're going to be working 1 double crochet into the following 32 stitches. Once you're at the end, chain 3 and then turn your work. Into the next 2 stitches, make 1 double crochet. Next, we're going to be chaining 1 and skipping 1 stitch. Into the next 3 stitches, we're going to be making 1 double crochet, and this is what we're going to be repeating all the way down. So chain 1, skip 1, 3 double crochet into the next 3 stitches. Once you're near the end, we're going to chain 1, skip 1, and into those last 2 stitches, make 1 double crochet. For the next one, we're going to chain 1, turn our work, and slip stitch into the next 2 stitches. Then chain 3, and into the chain 1 space, make 2 double crochets. After making those 2 double crochets, chain 1, and skipping over those 3 double crochets, we're going to be making 3 double crochet into the chain 1 space. And this is what we're going to be repeating all the way down. So chain 1, and skip the 3 double crochet and work 3 double crochets into the chain 1 space. To move on to the next row, chain 1, turn your work, and slip stitch into the next 3 stitches. After slip stitching, we're going to be making a chain of 3 and then 2 double crochet into that chain 1 space. Now repeat the pattern of chaining 1 and skipping over the 3 double crochets and working 3 double crochets into the chain 1 space all the way down. To start the next row, chain 1 and turn your work, and then slip stitch into the next 3 stitches. After making those slip stitch, chain 3 and make 2 double crochet into that chain 1 space. And then repeat the pattern on the screen until you're at the end of the row. Keep repeating this pattern until you only have 2 clusters. Once you have the 2 clusters remaining, chain 1, turn your work and slip stitch into the next 3 stitches. Next, we're going to be slip stitching into the chain 1 space, and I'm going to be making a chain of 12. Now, the amount you will chain will depend on the size of your button. So I'm chaining 12 because I have a big button, but if your button is smaller, then chain less. After making your desired chain length, slip stitch back into the chain 1 space and slip stitch into the 2 double crochets as well as into the chain 3. At the end, chain 1, pull up on the yarn, and then cut the yarn. Go ahead now and just weave in that yarn tail. go ahead and thread your needle to sew the button on. So I'm going to be sewing the button down on the second back post double crochet round. Once you have it in position, go ahead and just secure it down. If you have any excess yarn tail from earlier, just go ahead and clip that off. Here we have the final result for the crochet clutch bag. I hope this tutorial was helpful and thank you for watching.